Truth time. Times are hard, she says with a smile on her face. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing right now to keep on top of things. And at the end, I'm going to invite you to try something. Yeah, I know. Just hear me out. If you're not feeling this close to burnout or overwhelmed or worried in any way, shape or form about your business or life in general, then I'm very happy for you. I am genuinely happy for you. I'm also very jealous of you right now. So there's that. But in all seriousness, I'm here in the UK, as you can probably tell from my accent, and there's a lot going on right now. I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to go into it. If you're here, you know, and if you're anywhere else in the world, I'm willing to bet you have your own stuff as well. So the details don't matter. The feeling of, oh God, what are we going to do? To a certain level, I think is pretty universal. And speaking from my own personal experience, the past 2 months have been a lot. And to add some spice to that, I've decided to completely change up what I do in my business again. For anybody who wants some context, last year I was completely changing what I was doing on Etsy, and it worked. It was doing really, really well until earlier this year when I decided that I was going to unhook myself from the Etsy fishing rod and try and go it alone, which is, to be fair, gotten off to a decent start considering everything that's going on. So there's that, but check in with me in a few months to see if I'm doing okay. But seriously, do. Let's just keep this light and YouTubeable, and we'll stick with 3 things. There's a lot of things that I do, but we'll stick with the 3 main things. First thing that I do, I can't show you my phone because I'm filming with it, so I'll just show you my phone case cover. First thing that I do is limit my screen time. And the reason being, it's the mindless scrolling, because I don't know about you, but whenever I'm on the internet for too long, even if I think that I'm doing it to connect with friends, to look for a spark of motivation to help me get going, because I don't know about you, but if I see other people doing cool stuff, I want to come in here and do my own cool stuff. Trouble is, it doesn't always work. But anyway, so if I find myself in that trap of trying to find motivation or doom scrolling, it just makes things worse. I've spoken in the past about how I have an app blocker app, I know, ironic, on my phone, and I'm using it to death at the moment. So the screens go down, and then the next thing, fresh air. Bit difficult at this time of year here in the UK. The weather is usually a level of what the hell. As long as it's not raining sideways, I try to get outside. Yesterday, I didn't want to go for a walk. In fact, I rarely want to go on a walk, even though a walk is the one thing that makes me feel so much better. But I needed fresh air. So I went and started cleaning out the pond, which I regretted that within 5 minutes, but I carried on and it did make me feel better afterwards. It also made me smell a bit swamp-like for a little while, but I was happier and swampy. Smelling like a swamp is optional. The fresh air part of this is what I would like you to take away from it, not the swamp smell. And the third one, and this is where I'm going to probably lose some of you because it sounds woo and I hate myself for that, but I'm going to say it anyway because it works. Please ignore my creaky chair. Just run in your mind 10 things or thereabouts that you are grateful for. Yeah, I'm talking about gratitude. I know. Like I said, I hate myself too, but it bloody works. It won't make your problems magically disappear. It won't get your mortgage magically paid. I wish it did. Can you imagine? I try and do this every morning when I wake up because I find it really difficult to get out of bed. And sometimes I just need to remind myself why I'm getting out of bed. And some ridiculous things can go on my list. I remember I was having a difficult morning and I was going to take the bins outside because it was bin day. And Dan had bought, I don't know what kind of bin liners we had been using previously, but he had bought bin liners with ties, bin ties at the top. And it just made life a little bit easier that morning. Bin liners with ties at the top went on my gratitude list. Sometimes if you feel like you're sinking, that can just help keep you afloat. And sometimes that's a win. Like I said, gratitude is not going to magically fix all your problems. Sometimes it's just about finding that oomph to get through the next hour or the morning or the day or what have you. So as woo as it sounds, gratitude. All right. So I've waffled on about the three main things that I do when I'm feeling overwhelmed and things are a lot. Now I'm going to invite you to do something. You don't have to at all, but if you've watched this video thus far, then maybe something that I've said has resonated a little bit. I would invite you this week, this month, or just today, just to take at least 10 minutes out of your day, away from everyone else, away from the noise, away from the screens, for yourself. Just think of one thing that you enjoy. It could just be silence. If you are in a really noisy environment, it might be just taking yourself away from people, but 10 minutes of doing something that you enjoy just for you. Our phones run out of battery and we charge them up. And sometimes we give those bloody things more attention than we give ourselves. And that's so messed up. Please promise me that at some point today you will give yourself at least 10 minutes to recharge your own battery. Yeah? I'm serious. Sometimes I get on here and I waffle on and I say, hey, go do something. Well, today that something is go do something relaxing that you enjoy. That's it. You can click on to the next video now. Or you can go and do something that you enjoy that isn't on your phone.